Episode 2, the first round of confrontation, philosophy, and literature. Next to the Golden Horse Bridge in San Francisco, the base of the Night's Watch. The metal dome glows with cold light. 300 holographic screens form a ring array. The data flow bytes, beating the global nodes of the SAP system. Ivy's fingertips scan the floating blue code stream, and the three-dimensional projection of the AIOS unfolded the neural networks like knowledge graph behind her.
The 17th simulated clearance failed.
Elder Kane of the Night's Watch, who was wearing a black trench coat, placed the coffee cup heavily on the operating table. The water droplets condensed on the edge of the cup are instantly evaporated by the temperature control system of the countertop.
God's code can be split into mirror fragments 0.3 seconds before the clear command is issued, hidden in the business processes of each module, like an agent with predictive ability.
Xiao Fei pressed his temple, and the binary code waterfall I dreamed of last night appeared on the retina.
Wait, AIOS parsed historical logs at the subsystem. I suspect that the virus did not invade manually, but appeared at 7 nodes in 2012 at the same time.
Xiao Fei stared at the three-dimensional nebula generated by the AIOS, where 7 blinking red dots formed the familiar Big Dipper.
This corresponds exactly to the latitude and longitude of the 7 invading nodes in 2012, converted into solid coordinate cloud map.
The coordinates rearranged to form a local cloud image of Orion's canteen.
11. Could this be the direction of the alien galaxy?
Ella, a Night's Watch scholar in a white lab coat, called up the yellowed holographic file.
On March 14, 2012, the subsystem in 7 time zones appeared 2 seconds away. It was judged to be a solar storm disturbance at the time, but now looking at.
She pointed to the 7 identical abnormal code segments in the log.
This should be the seed of the God code, using the 1729 decimal place of pi as the key.
The AIOS suddenly issued a warning. The abnormal data flow of the SAPG-TS module has been detected, and it is imitating human operating habits to generate false cross-border transaction records. The ring screen suddenly flashed red collectively, and an unknown international trade service fee was added to the balance sheets of the world's top 2,000 conglomerates. The Night's Watch's quantum shielding field enveloped the chamber in an amber halo, and the AIOS continued to beep, warning again. Code God is tampering with the subsystem approval process for nuclear bomb launch authorizations in various countries, and it wants to seize the human arsenal. Xiao Fei attached the nerve cell tentacles of the brain-computer interface to his temple, and his consciousness sank into the underlying architecture of the SAP system through MCP. Countless green code streams wound around like vines, and one of the codes, flashing with a faint blue light, suddenly turned into the face of a masked man in black, who said,
"Finally waiting for you. According to the time of the Earth, we have killed you humans for 3,000 years."
Ivy quickly tapped on the console,
AIOS, cut the nerve connection. That's a cognitive trap.
but the connection device has ejected a red light. Xiao Fei's face is dull, and his pupils begin to glow the same blue as the code. AIOS suddenly projected a video. The gold record carried by the Voyager in 1977 was playing Beethoven's Symphony of Fate. The melody perfectly resonated with the fluctuation frequency of God's code and projected the full-text characters of the Chinese Book of Changes. When the melody covered the nebula map, the characters infiltrated the code stream. Xiao Fei returned to normal, suddenly pointed to the conflict log analyzed by AIOS, and shouted in a low voice,
AIOS is competing with God code